XRP is on the verge of something massive, and it could happen sooner than anyone expected. The signs are everywhere. Banks, financial institutions, and even governments are quietly preparing to integrate XRP into their systems. Transaction volumes are skyrocketing, regulatory barriers are disappearing, and major investors are taking notice. This isn't just another price pump or short-term hype. This is real-world adoption happening right in front of us. And the craziest part? We might only be days away from seeing XRP take a giant leap toward mass adoption. But what's causing this sudden shift? And more importantly, how will it impact XRP's price? Let's break it all down. The signs that XRP is heading toward mass adoption are becoming impossible to ignore. First, banks and financial institutions around the world are integrating Ripple's technology at an accelerating rate. Ripple's payment network is expanding, with new partnerships forming almost every week. Banks in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are now using XRP for cross-border transactions, cutting costs and speeding up transfers like never before. Then there's the massive increase in on-chain activity. XRP's daily transaction volume has been surging, signaling growing usage across different financial networks. And it's not just banks. Companies developing central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are looking at XRP as a bridge asset for international settlements. Governments and financial firms are realizing that XRP can do what traditional systems can't: move money instantly across borders at a fraction of the cost. This level of real-world adoption is something we've never seen before, and it's happening fast. But there's another piece to this puzzle, one that could send XRP's adoption into overdrive. Institutional investors are finally paying attention, and they're starting to make their move. Institutional investors are starting to move into XRP, and that changes everything. For years, big financial players stayed away, mostly because of the uncertainty surrounding XRP's legal status. But now that the SEC lawsuit is over and XRP has been ruled not a security, the floodgates are opening. Hedge funds, asset managers, and even banks are beginning to see XRP as a real investment opportunity. And here's where things get even more interesting. Some of the biggest financial firms like BlackRock and Fidelity have already shown interest in expanding their crypto offerings. We've seen them push for Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, and now speculation is growing that XRP could be next. An ETF would be a game changer because it would allow massive institutional money to flow into XRP without investors having to deal with exchanges or wallets. That kind of demand could push prices higher overnight. But even without an ETF, big investors are already making their moves. OTC, over-the-counter trading volumes for XRP have been increasing, which means institutional players are buying large amounts of XRP without affecting the public market price. Yet, the real question is, why now? The answer is simple. XRP finally has the regulatory clarity that institutions need. With clearer rules in place, XRP is no longer just another cryptocurrency. It's becoming a recognized financial asset. And that's exactly why we're seeing governments and banks warming up to XRP at the same time. Let's take a closer look at how regulatory clarity has changed everything for XRP's future. Regulatory clarity has completely changed the game for XRP. For years, the SEC lawsuit created uncertainty, scaring off big investors and slowing down adoption. But now that roadblock is gone. A US court has ruled that XRP is not a security, making it one of the few cryptocurrencies with clear legal status. This puts XRP in a unique position. While other cryptocurrencies are still waiting for regulatory approval, XRP already has the green light to be used by banks, financial institutions, and even governments. And it's not just the US that's recognizing XRP's potential. Countries like Japan, the UAE, and parts of Europe have already embraced XRP-friendly regulations. In fact, some central banks are exploring XRP as a bridge currency for their digital payment systems. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS, has also been testing Ripple's technology for global settlements. This isn't speculation, it's happening right now. With this level of regulatory approval, companies that were once hesitant to use XRP are now jumping in. Payment providers, remittance services, and fintech companies are integrating XRP at an accelerating rate. And as more institutions start using XRP, demand will continue to rise. But that's not all. Ripple has been forming strategic partnerships with some of the biggest players in finance. These deals could be the final step before XRP sees mass adoption on a global scale. Let's take a look at the partnerships that are paving the way for XRP's future. Ripple has been quietly forming partnerships that could push XRP into mainstream adoption faster than anyone expected. We're not just talking about small fintech companies. Ripple is working directly with global banks, financial institutions, and even governments to revolutionize cross-border payments. Some of the biggest financial networks in the world are integrating Ripple's technology, and XRP is at the center of it. One of the most important partnerships is with central banks exploring digital currencies, CBDCs. Several countries are already testing Ripple's payment network to connect their digital currencies to the global financial system. This means XRP could become a bridge asset for central banks, allowing them to move money across borders instantly without relying on outdated systems like SWIFT. Then there's Ripple's expansion in regions like Asia, the Middle East, and Latin America, where banks are adopting XRP for remittance payments. Major financial companies are also jumping on board. Western Union and MoneyGram have previously tested Ripple's technology, and new players are entering the space. The bigger these partnerships get, the harder it is to ignore the fact that XRP is becoming an essential part of the financial system. But the biggest question remains, how will all of this affect XRP's price? With mass adoption coming fast, what kind of price action can we expect? Let's break it down. With all these developments happening at once, the big question on everyone's mind is, how will this affect XRP's price? If mass adoption is truly just days away, could we see an overnight price explosion? History tells us that when institutional money flows into a crypto asset, prices react fast. We saw it with Bitcoin and Ethereum after their ETFs were approved, and XRP could follow the same pattern. Some analysts believe that as more banks and financial institutions adopt XRP, the demand will surge, pushing the price higher in a short period. If an XRP ETF gets announced, or if major governments officially confirm their use of XRP for settlements, we could see an instant price spike. Others believe XRP will take a more gradual path, steadily increasing in value as real-world usage continues to grow. But one thing is clear, XRP is no longer just a speculative asset. It's becoming an essential part of the future financial system. With all the regulatory clarity, institutional adoption, and major partnerships happening right now, XRP's path to mass adoption is already set in motion. Whether it happens overnight or over the next few months, the shift is coming. The question is, are you ready? Because if XRP is truly on the verge of mass adoption, those who are paying attention now could be the ones who benefit the most. Do you think XRP is about to explode? Drop your predictions in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of every major XRP update, make sure to subscribe, because this is just the beginning. Right now, we're witnessing a turning point for XRP1 that could change everything. The signs of mass adoption are everywhere. Banks are integrating Ripple's technology, financial giants are exploring XRP, and regulatory clarity has removed the biggest obstacle standing in the way. This isn't speculation anymore. XRP is moving from a controversial crypto asset to a key player in the financial system. The big question is no longer if XRP will see mass adoption, it's when. And with the speed at which things are developing, it could